What's up, everybody? Happy 4th of July to all my American viewers, which I'm pretty sure is practically everybody. Um, yeah, so what better way to celebrate than to watch Uncle Drew? Unless you want to watch the first Purge, which is totally fine. But never watched the series, don't care about the series, but I did care about Uncle Drew. I remember the mockumentary series that went on for quite a while with Kyle Irving as Uncle Drew. And you have Shaq as Big Fella, and you have a bunch of other NBA players that I don't really know. You have Nick Kroll, he's kind of the bad guy in the movie. And we have Dax. He was in Get Out. It was kind of funny, and the movie didn't kind of make a little reference to that. It was pretty hilarious. He was the security guard. Funny guy. Anyway, but it's kind of the basic story. Dax, he's pretty much down on his luck. Tiffany Haddish, I think, is his girlfriend. Girlfriend dumps him. His best guy goes to Nick Kroll's team, and he's kicked out. He's lost everything, and the only way he can get it back is to win the Rucker, which is $100,000, and he needs to find a team fast, or else he will be disqualified. Well, just so happens he's watching a game, and he happens to find an old man that can school a bunch of young bloods, as he calls them. And this guy happens to be Uncle Drew, the legend, the myth, the basketball player that disappeared. And he needs to find his team, so Dax tries to recruit him, and he accepts on one condition, to get his team back together. So he has Big Fella, he has Lights, he has Boots, and Preacher. And they all get together, all start out going on a road trip to Rucker and try and win the game. This is basically a 90s movie, but I would say it's kind of like a nice homage to a 90s sports movie. You gotta, win, just pretty much go up the ladder till you find the big boss, and then you win the game. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I there's so many things you can just poke fun of, like how terrible the makeup is. I mean, I was just laughing, especially at Shaq's makeup. that was just hilarious. Kyle Irving, he's Uncle Drew. They don't act well, but you don't go there for that. But yeah, you can just poke a bunch of holes in this movie. It's like, even at the end, the final game, you have Shaq in the hospital, and the movie keeps cutting to him, and I don't like that editing choice a whole lot, but hey, it's there. But I still had a ton of fun. I was laughing. Oh no! I'm still here? Yep, I'm still here. Let me fix that. You got me? Cool. That's funny. There we go. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, this movie was really good, or at least a lot of fun. Definitely not well made. Heck, it's made by Pepsi, who surprisingly didn't have a whole lot of product placement in their movies. When they did, it was appropriate, but when they, it was just really, it wasn't as forced as it could have been. Like a lot of movies. As much as I love Back to the Future, I always like how they just push in a Pepsi ad. I'm trying to think what else there was. Yeah. I think the movie, surprisingly, had a lot because it's like all these old guys, you know, they're just getting back together after like 50 years of not playing anything, and they get to play, and it's just really cool to see. They're just really happy. And like Big Fella and Uncle Drew, they have a bit of a fight, but then they're able to make up. And yeah, it's just really, really interesting. Wasn't expecting that, but you know, like that doesn't go a lot of anywhere. It's just kind of just some conflict, just to kind of get the runtime. Yeah, I just can't really fault it. You know, everyone was having a good time. You could tell that the whole movie, everyone was just having a blast. Being in this movie, and it did what it was supposed to do. The audience that I was with, they were having a blast with this movie. They were cheering, clapping, gasping, you know, when they were making the shots and doing the plays. It's as if they, you know, thought the game was actually happening live instead of, you know, not. So anyway, I was just laughing at it. So you know what, I had a good time. You get what you get. I'm gonna give it, you know, oh my gosh. Heck, I'll just give it a very low high five. It's, yeah, kind of like the same I did for Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom. Definitely has its flaws, but I still had fun. And when I have fun, like a wave, it's like, wave is alright, but it's, but I would, you know what, if I were to, this is kind of like the 2010s Space Jam. I would say that. So, kind of reminded me of that, and I had really good memories of it growing up. So, yeah. It's a high five. So, go out and watch Uncle Drew. It's great. Hope everyone had a nice, safe 4th of July. And this is Brian, and until next time, I will see you at the movies.